Hello, 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 hello. Good. Let me catch that. Okay, there we go. Hello, how is everyone doing on tonight? How are you doing on tonight? This is the Eagles Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagles Soaring High. And this is Let's Talk About It with Eagles. I am opening up my platform to have a conversation with folks. I'm opening up my channel just so that we can have a conversation. And I know that there was an incident that took place on the YouTube streets. And folks have questions for me. And I'm here tonight to answer those questions. I've set it this time aside to come and address and answer all questions that people have for me. And one of the biggest questions uh, that they have for me is concerning the folks that I hang around. Hey, Sparkles, how are you? Um, I'm going to give it some time and see if some other folks are going to come in. And then later on, Sparkles, I will let you up um, so that we can have a conversation or that whatever may come forth that you may be able to address those things. But I just want to give them a chance right now to come in and have a conversation with me before I let you or anyone else up. Uh, so if you just be patient with me, Sparkles, don't worry. I'm gonna let you up because as we know that this whole situation and circumstance revolves around myself and you. Hello, Lori HJ. Good evening to you as well. Lori HJ says, good evening at Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles. Good evening to you too, my sister. It's good uh, to see you on tonight. So everybody come on in and sit back and sit around the nest, and we're going to sit and have a conversation. I'm going to ask that anybody that comes in that has any questions for me concerning who I hang out with and all that, or any other question that you may have for me, um, You can ask them, and I will most certainly answer them honestly. Lori HJ says, it has been a few weeks since I saw you. I'm pleased I have a few minutes. All right. Thank you. I thank you for taking those few moments just to hang out with me, sis. I really appreciate it. If indeed you have to leave, I'm going to just ask that if you're interested in the whole conversation of what's going on, that you would come back, catch the replay of it. Uh, but I really do appreciate you, Lori. You are an amazing young woman, and I appreciate you. To me, Sparkles is an amazing young woman too, and I appreciate the support and the love that you all have shown me, and the support that you all have given me. I really appreciate it. Words cannot express um, the joy that I feel. I've, I've put this out earlier up in the week so folks could know, and that folks, I put it out on Instagram, and I believe I put it out on my community wall for people to come and ask whatever they want to ask. But I'm going to say this: after I've been asked these questions and have addressed them, I will no longer in the future be answering any questions. Lori HD says, please give my regards to your mother. I pray she is well. She is doing okay, but we all need extra prayer. So I thank you in advance, Lori HJ, for your prayers. Uh, we appreciate it, and I will surely let my mom know that you inquired about her. Yes. So we're going to wait and give some folks some time to come in. I do apologize that I had to move the time to 7 o'clock because I had a family emergency that I had to tend to, and I wanted to make sure that I would be back in time for this live. So if those of you that's here in the chat, uh, preferably that the people get the notification that I have gone live and that they will come in. Now, again, after today, I will not be addressing anything else concerning uh, the situation or who I hang out with. Uh, I am going to ask that respectfully for those of you that come, catch a notification that I am premiering a video or something alive, that whatever the subject or situation or the topic is for that premiere or that live, that you would come in and not ask any questions about anything that's not pertaining to that premiere, because my time is precious and it's valuable. And if I'm doing something other than talking about the subject, uh, I would like to just stick to that subject and that subject alone. That's why I'm opening up my channel and my page tonight for this conversation. So let me, let me begin to explain the situation of what happened and what is happening. Uh, I was on my friend Sparkle's channel one night, and we were having a conversation. And then I stepped back so that Sparkle could handle her channel and do her content. I dropped down off the panel because Sparkle was about to shut that live down and start another live. I dropped down, went into the chat, and I heard Sparkle say that she was going to let me up again, and I was thinking it's not me. But because I'm not quite a fast typer, uh, I could not inform Sparkle what was that I was in the chat and not backstage. So what happened is that someone came on to Sparkle's channel and they came up with my name and my channel's name. When Sparkle let them up, and I don't blame Sparkle for it or nobody else, but when they came up, they dropped my profile picture, and you saw a person bent over and taking a dump, and they began to yell out, "You ninja, 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 ninja." Then they came back with a P-bomb, and they used my likeness and my name. I made a video addressing that, and I addressed it and moved on. Next thing I know, I had a premiere coming up, and I was in my premiere, and one of my subscribers came in. I believe this person is a subscriber to me. Yes, Sparkle. Yes, they did it. The same person did the same thing to Nicole Reloaded. Yes. Uh, but this is what the person asked me before I could respond to the person was gone. As I said, I don't type fast and I don't do, I don't, I injured my wrist, so it's limit me to a slower pace of typing. The person asked me this question, and I will not reveal who it is unless I see them in the chat. But the person asked me in my chat, and I'm trying to pull the question up. Give me a minute, you all. Hold on. Okay, the person asked me in my chat, they said, Eagles, do you feel like being associated with certain content creators has put a target on your back? Now, what interests me as I looked at this question is they asked me, do I feel like being associated with certain content creators? Now, I'm interested in knowing what content creators have I hung out with that has put a target on my back. Now, I only know one that we had a conversation about, and that was Sparkle. And I don't blame Sparkle for what took place on her channel. Lori Chase says, oh my Lord, some people are so foul. Evil is rampant. We pray God pricks their hearts. Absolutely. So here's my thing. The person said content creators and not content creator. So that's an implication to me that you're saying that I'm hanging out with a whole bunch of folks that has put a target on my back. Not them putting a target on my back, but my association with them. Now, who are these other content creators that you speak of? Because the issue that took place and the circumstance that took place on one content creators uh took place on their page, but you're saying creators, which are multiple. So I would like to know who are these other content creators that you feel like I have associated myself with that has now placed a target on my back. Now, one thing One thing that my mom taught me in growing up was that just because you hear negative things about a person doesn't mean that you cut them off, especially if the person has been kind to me. And she taught me that until a person shows you who they are, then I have the right to make that judgment of who I get to keep in my circle and who I get to eject from my circle. I am not like a lot of these folks on here that, and this is not directed to nobody in general. It's not directed to no content creators or uh, no subscribers. I'm just speaking what's on my heart and what's on my mind. And until folks show me who they are, then only will I cut them off. And the thing about it is, a lot of stuff that I hear about a lot of people are things that I have no knowledge of. I have no knowledge of those things. The things that I do see, I do pull the person over to the side in private and have a conversation with them about it. Sparkles will even tell you, because Sparkles done said out of her own mouth that when she goes out there too far, that I'll pull her over to the side and have a conversation with her. And that's what I do. I cannot tell somebody how to run their channels. I'm not here to try to control folks or to judge and condemn them. But what I am here to do is to try and attempt to bring peace. When it comes to bullying and all this other stuff, I have asked everybody to please stop that. We don't have to bully each other. We don't have to bully each other. We don't have to be running around here doxing folks. And let me make this very clear that I don't have to know a person in order to love them, because that's what's in my heart. I just love God's people. In fact, I love trees. I love Danny, but it doesn't mean that I agree with what they're doing. It don't mean that I support what they're doing. And anybody that knows me knows that I will go into the chat, speak to folks, speak to the host, speak to the mods, speak to everyone in there, greet everybody. And when things start going left, I drop out of the chat. I drop out of the chat, sit in the bushes, and I'm there praying. See, we got to understand that what took folks years to get into, it's going to take them some time to come out of it. It's going to take them some time to come out of it. We're all in a process. We're in a process, and we're doing, most of us, the best that we can do. And because of that, people must understand my heart and my spirit to know the things that I do in this lifetime and on these streets. One thing people must understand about me is that when I came into this world and began to grow and begin to understand the difference between right and wrong, and all my time spent with God and in His presence, God has always let me know and reminded me that I'm always going to have a target on my back from the enemy, because I reach out to those who have been cast away, have been thrown away, have been ostracized. See, a lot of people will go to a certain point in life and in places where they are comfortable at. Me, because I know who I am and whose I am, I go into the deeper, darker parts of life at times. And I reach out to people, again, that's been deemed nasty and bad and evil. I cannot save not one person. I cannot change not one person on this app. But I do know somebody that can, and that is God. So I bring myself to those dark places, and I'm praying and interceding for folks. And I place these folks into the hands of God and let God deal with their hearts and deal with them. I can't change nobody. I've been on here for now, maybe I believe 3 years on my first channel, and I've never judged anybody or condemned anybody for the things that they've done. Never. Never have I thrown stones or stoned somebody, not physically, but in a spiritual way. Stone nobody for nothing that they've done. And the fact of the matter is that I cannot do that, because the truth of the matter is I have messed up many times. I have messed up. I have done wrong. I have said things. I have done things. And God's never given up on me. God's never tossed me to the side and said, "You are messed up. Now be gone from my sight." Never. He's always been there, waiting. Even when I walked away, even when I strayed away, he was still there with his arms open wide, waiting on his prodigal son to come back. And there are a lot of prodigal sons and wayward daughters here on this app. There's a lot of hurt folks on this app. And I don't believe that there is not one person on here that cannot say that they cannot identify demonic activity going on these streets. There is a lot of demonic action going on. I do not condemn anyone. And I do not allow people to push me off my square. But before I got here to YouTube, there was a target on my back. So when I come to YouTube, there is a target on my back, not because of a person, but because of what God has put on me, what He has put in me, the assignment He has given me. Most people won't understand that assignment. Most people won't understand why I hang out with Sparkle or hang out with Evangelist Valerie or hang out with Hear Her TV or Teddy. And some folks may not understand why I hang out with DYS or Judge and Jury with Judge. You may not understand that. And I get that. But I know who I am. I know the assignment that God has given me. And I'm here to shine brightly. See, one of the reasons why a lot of this stuff doesn't bother me, and people are going to say I'm hiding behind God and hiding behind religion, and that's fine with me. I get it. But one thing that I know is what God has taught me is that He had a target on His back. He hung out with folks that was well. They were well. They were in a process and they were going down the right road, but made mistakes. They fumbled and they failed. Folks that had it all together. Well, that's what they thought. God hung out with prostitutes. He hung out with scammers, con artists. He hung out with folks that were not folks that you would think he would have hung out with. But he had a purpose. One of his own disciples was a cusser who would cuss in a split second. But Jesus didn't cast him aside. He didn't cast folks aside. And my assignment is my assignment that sends me into the most darkest places of YouTube to pray and intercede, to have conversations with folks. trying to make a difference. And that's what my assignment is. I can't just give up on folks because others have. Can't do it. A lot of you content creators and subscribers sit upon the altar of my heart, and it's heavy. But this is what God has appointed me to go out into the highways and the byways. And when God put me on this road, He put me on this road with an assignment not to change folks because I can't. If it was that easy for me to change and save folks, I would be doing it 24/7. But my job is to be used as a vessel to interact with everybody. Those of you that's got it all together, those of you that don't, those of you that have struggles, those of you that have hardships and hard times and have storms that you're going through. My job is to minister to you, to encourage you, and let God do the rest. I'm just here to plant seeds of positivity and let God do the rest. Because God is the only one that can change anybody. God's the only one that can save anybody. I can introduce you to Him. But that's all I can do. And allow God to do the rest. Now I have opened up my page, my channel, to allow folks to come in so that we can settle the issue, so that we can squash this issue and this mess and join together. I put it out there and I'm looking, and there's not one person that has a question for me or have questions concerning who I hang out with. Not one of you are here. And I'm wondering why. I'm wondering why you're not here. Not only did I put it on Instagram, and I believe I put it on my community wall, but I got up on Sparkle's page, on her channel, on her panel, and announced this. Announced that I was going to do this. And not one person has come. Not one. Look, I got time tonight. And I will sit here and wait. Just so that I can give you the opportunity to come and face me and ask me what you want to ask me. Because the truth of the matter is that I show grace to everyone. I do nothing to nobody but the ones that I associate with. There becomes an issue, there becomes a concern. And I said it in my video that the only reason why I addressed the situation was because my profile picture was used and my name was used. That's the only reason why I address anything. That's the only reason why I said anything about the situation. If the person had just gotten up there, dropped these images in his name or her name, whoever it is, I wouldn't have never said anything. But you cannot expect me to sit back and let somebody use my image and my name and not address the situation. And now that I've done that, and now uh, people have questions, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to come and show up. Because one thing is that I prefer to have an adult conversation. I want to have an adult conversation and deal with it and squash the thing. Because I'm not on here. I have no beef with nobody. Absolutely not. I have no beef with nobody on here. And I don't plan to have any beefs with anybody. Because number one, I am a minister. So I don't do the back and forth with folks. Number two, I'm a man. Number three, I'm here trying to have a conversation with those of you that have questions. And I'm going to wait. I'm not in a hurry. Not tonight. I'm not in a hurry because, as I said, when I'm done asking, answering all these questions, I'm not going to have this conversation again. I'm going to move on. Hey, just Danny, all of me don't have any questions. Has dropped in to show Eagles some love. Thank you, sis. You know I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you and I value you. You are a special content creator and you're one of the ones that I have allowed into my heart to make room for that. And I want you to know that I really do appreciate you, sis. Um, you're an amazing uh, content creator, and you know I've watched you. I've watched you grow, and I've watched you shift, and I've watched you become something greater than what you were. And I have told you many times how proud I am of you and how much I respect and love you uh, for your content and your commentary on things. Uh, just Danny, all of me says Eagles. We go way back. Ain't never had no problems. Absolutely, and it's not. We not gonna have no problems now, my sister. Absolutely not. Because you've always respected me. You've always been kind to me, and you've always shown me much respect. And that's why you and I will never have a problem. Never. I don't care what I hear or don't hear. You and I are good. We are good. Um, let's see, just Danny. All of me says Lori. Hey, Karma says it. Just Danny. All of me. I adore you more than you know. Absolutely. Yes, Danny says I respect you, and you know this. Absolutely, I. That's why there's no issues between you and I because of the relationship that we have. We have established over this screen and this keyboard. So we're never going to have a problem. Absolutely not. Just Danny says, thank you, King. Means a lot. Absolutely. I've seen growth in you. I've seen your growth, and as you know, you we have talked even behind the scenes, even through the comments. And what I like and appreciate about it is that if there's something that you want to know, you will reach out to me. And I appreciate that. If a whole bunch of other folks would do that, things would be so much better. And so, yeah, we're good. No issue. No issues. You're a queen indeed, sis. Just Danny says, Karma, you know I love you and we go way back. Yes. Lori HJ says, good evening at Karma. Just that Danny says she has 100% the crown and the heart. Just Danny says, Chi Town swag. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just Danny, all of me shows the three crowns and the hearts. Yes. Thank you, Karma. I was going to ask if you would drop their links in the chat for me. I want you all to go by and support my sister Just Danny, all of me 100. Go by and support her. She's a straight shooter, and she don't give no chaser. But she does it all in love. Her heart. She has such a big heart, and I see that. So go by and subscribe to my sister. Go by and subscribe to her. So I thank all of you for coming out. I thank all of you for coming out on tonight. I'm just here. I'm just here tonight because I want to be able to answer folks' questions that they have for me. And I know there's a lot of folks out there that has a lot of questions for me, and I'm just being open and just want to be here to answer them. That's it. I just want to answer all of them. Just Danny says, "Thank you. I came to give love, and I will share this out. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate it. I appreciate it." Hmm. Would you like to come up for a little while, just Danny? I'm gonna drop the link. There's the link. I'll drop in a second. I'm at work. Okay. Okay, just Danny. I'm gonna be here for a while. All right. I am going to do. Oh, he's. Uh, it says device is not connected. What is going on? Okay, hold on, everyone. Just Danny, I'm not sure what's going on where it says your device isn't connected, but I'm going to I'm going to be here. So if you decide that you want to come back up, uh, just let me know and I'll let you up. Give me a minute. We're going to take a 30-second intervention here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Um, so I'm gonna be here for a little while. I'm gonna be here for a while, still trying to give the people a chance to come up or ask me what it is they want to ask me. I am so sorry, you all. Um, okay, let's see if we can get just Danny up. There's the link. I see you back here, Sparkle. Give me a few moments. Again, thank you everyone that has come out. I appreciate you. I'm gonna bring Sparkle up and see what happens.
Hello.
Hello, Sparkle.
Hey, how you doing? Hi, Eagles.
Uh,
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh, it's good that you have, like I always say, you have a big heart and you have a love for people, and I definitely appreciate and thank you for always letting me having our good um anointed friendship and relationship. Um, I just want to say this real quick, and then I'm gonna head out because I'm getting ready to go live in a minute.
Okay.
Um, I know last time when I did, I don't know if it was part one or part two of my interview with you. I
Hmm.
know and noticed that uh, Danny was
Okay.
on, excuse me, Danielle Robinson was
Hold
on.
on. Hold on.
uh,
I'm gonna bring her up. So I want you to play nice, okay?
well, I wanted to finish what I was saying real quick, but it's just that channel. So, I noticed that she was one of the watchers of my interviews. I don't remember which one, but then I also noticed that her and Yvette, dear Yvette says, I don't know what issues or they know their history or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, I just know that she was a part of Bonnet and Coffee or whatever. And then Yvette chose to go with me instead of her, which I was told that um, Baby Doll and I believe Bossy Beauty stated, as far as I was told by dear Yvette, that why is Danielle up there and she's boring? She doesn't bring any content to the situation. And I don't know where, somewhere between the lines, people think that because I was associated with Yvette, like now I'm associated with you, that I make Yvette do things and Yvette make me do things. As you know, we're not no longer associated, but
Right.
due to her choice. But well, I'm just tired of being. Trying to think of a nice way to say this. The one put in the spotlight when everything goes bad, or people don't want to take accountability. They want to say grown women, grown men, whatever. Because I never had an issue with Danielle. I only go by what Yvette was saying and what I was told. And I actually gave Danielle, well, I said just Danny. I said, hey, Danny, I believe in one of her chats when I did come by when we were on cordial terms. And
Hmm.
I know she kept that. I noticed she kept that moniker, just Danny. So, I really appreciate that. Then it was like
You
she
you
got with
didn't give me
me.
just Danny Sparkle. Now you just going too far. I'm
So
trying to
No,
figure
I
why
didn't say
you
I
just
gave you just Danny. I just
yeah.
told you, and I was
I've
speaking.
been
Thank
just
you.
Danny. Yeah, you
wait,
was
wait.
Oh
keeping in
well,
line
I
on
did.
my name.
I just
You
happened to
lucky
see
I'm
it
sitting up
in
Do
here.
you
your.
all think? Wait. Do you all think that
Cause
you all can
Eagles
have
asked
a
me to come up. I didn't
conversation?
ask to come talk, but I don't want to have a conversation with Sparkle. Cause
Okay,
Well,
that's
Sparkle
we don't
fair.
is
need to have a
speaking in
conversation. I
circles.
Wait,
was
no, 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 no,
talking,
no.
Well, I
and
wasn't asking him what to
you're not
talk
Wait,
being a
to.
wait,
lady, and we need to respect Eagles
Stop talking
channel.
about me. Why you come up
wait,
here
wait,
I'm
wait.
talking to
talking
Eagles
about
asked
you
me
because
to
I
come up.
can.
Here's
You
the
ugly
problem.
bitches,
Okay.
girl, please. Nobody got time
Uh.
for that
Wait, wait,
bullshit.
wait, wait, wait. We're not
Go
going.
ahead, tell me,
Let's
because I
not do
was
that. Let's
talking.
not do
Eagles,
that.
I'm
Try
gonna
to be a
leave because I
lady,
don't want
ho.
to
Let's not do
Try to
that.
be a lady,
Let,
because I don't give a fuck where you
everybody.
from. I'm sorry, Eagles, but like I was talking and she's so rude. I mean, I understand that's your relationship with people, but she's so rude. First of all, don't tell me who to talk about. I'll talk about you all day long until you croak. Number one. Number two, you talk about me like a dog every time
No,
your pet gives you the smoke. I'm always, oh, her pet, her pet, her pet. I'm not her pet. I'm a human being just like you. And Teneke's on the run ass. Okay? The one that's getting ready to get picked up any moment. So don't
that's
go there.
fine.
You came over here to spotlight just like you did before. You came over here to spotlight and try to see what I was saying, but you don't watch me, you don't know me, just like the rest of them bums. You got with
Okay,
trees in them and then you start just turning a whole different way. I never had an issue with you. You started with me talking about Yvette's fiance or imaginary or whatever he's supposed to be. Wasn't even come to her wedding, but you don't have a husband. You live with your sister in a room, which I don't knock nobody for what they do, but don't come up here trying to portray like, oh, Sparkle can't say this. Sparkle can say whatever she wants to, just like Danny can say whatever she wants to, and it is what it is. Crown, crush, girl, please. Anyway, it was. Let me
everybody
go
listen.
live. I said, yeah, I'm saying what I said, and I'm done. Like I said, she's an antagonist. She came over to spy for them bums, and I will stand on that. Thank you so much for letting me up, and I'm sorry for, getting out of character, but I know how to be a lady, and a lady always knows when to leave. Thank you, Eagles. Have a good one,
You
y'all.
know,
Please. Bitch, bye.
wait, get. Oh my goodness. Oh
I'm gonna
Lord,
make
what you
this
sound
real
like?
quick because I'm like that lion thing you had on here, which one stick goes. I don't understand. Thank you. Why you asked me to come up and then bro sparkle up at the same time. Um,
Thank you for
but
coming up. I appreciate you,
right, I don't know
sister.
why you did that, but I don't know if Sparkle thought he was gonna set me up, but it's not. Sparkles is lying. I've never ran with trees in my life. I'm not subscribed to it. Never been subscribed to it. Just I don't know what that's all about. The very first time me and Sparkle got into it, Sparkle told me I was a sellout because I was around Heidi White. He refused to call her Heidi Black. He kept calling. I said, wait,
Okay.
wait. First of all, what would Heidi have to do with me? That was on his live. Second
Right.
time, Sparkle disrespected me. He was running around all this coffee and bonnets. What is he talking about? I was never in no contract with no coffee and bonnets like we was in something. There was no take me go to get with Sparkle. That never happened. So I don't know anything about that. Once again, these are delusions. But Sparkle kept speaking stuff. I'm a sellout. I'm a this. I'm a dyke. I'm all this stuff that I'm not. Just like he just told you, I live with my sister. Lies.
And
I stayed
that's
in
why I was
Atlanta
trying
with
to
my
get it.
sister, and I openly said that to y'all while I was looking for a house. The doctors
Right.
in Atlanta wanted to redo my eyes, so I came back to my eye surgeon. Not a secret. I spent $16,000 in a hotel for 10 months to house my dog, not to get rid of him. So I don't know what he's speaking of. See, that's it. That's what I mean. He makes up stuff and just goes and runs with it. Sparkles literally had sex on his live. Okay, on his live on the phone with a man who didn't know he was being recorded. Sparkles literally sniffs his drawers. Now Sparkles literally talks about women and gets into it with women off a he say, she say, not facts. But Sparkle is beneath me, and I
Hmm.
never came up here to talk to Sparkle because Sparkle's
Right.
not going to call me all out of my name, and I am a woman, what he wants to be, and think he's ever going to get respect out of me. I am not gonna do that. So all that disrespect he's giving, I wasn't giving. I was calling Sparkle she's before Derry Vet was calling him he's on accident, and I wasn't doing it. But when Sparkle
Right.
decided I was a man and I have a vagina, I had children, I had ovaries, I had ovarian cancer. For him to dare, that's the way God made me. Disrespect me is nothing but smoke for us forever. So no, and he calling
Absolutely.
me ugly. Sparkle must not have looked at the man in the mirror because it looks like a piece of shit. So I'm gonna go back to work, Eagles, and I'm sorry, because you know me. I moved around
No,
these streets, and other
no,
than
no.
trash like him, I ain't never had to come for nobody. But if you keep ringing for me, I'm gonna answer the door.
I was
Sparkle been calling me
hoping.
bitches for a year. You just heard him call me a bitch first, or ugly bitch
Yes.
first. See, he plays too many games. And what I told you is, Eagles, you're a king. You got a crown, and heavy is the head that wear the crown. That is trash. And that Burger King crown is gonna take everything around it down because he's taking himself down. Look at what he's done to himself in every channel he's had. Look at what he's done.
Hmm.
Look at what he's done to every person he ever been around. He turned on, then come back, and it's all he say, she say. I'm gonna go back to work, but don't worry. I didn't come over here to troll. I saw you
I
on live.
apologize.
We were
I
dead. See, that's what's wrong.
apologize
See,
if that
he
happened.
trolled. See,
I
Eagles.
was trying to get it under
I've been
control.
sharing you for. I've been sharing you the whole year and a half. I've been out.
Yes.
I've been nice to you, and I've been watching you and coming to your thing.
Yes.
He don't know what he's speaking on. So, like I said, I'm gonna put this head up because I got a crown on it, and I'll see you later. Sparkle could never sit where I sit. I sit with thrones, in thrones, with kings and queens and lioness and lions. He could never rock with me. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Love you, bro.
Thank you. I do apologize. I'm gonna have a chat with Sparkle about
All
that
right,
later
all right,
on.
all right. Love you.
I love you too, sis. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. Wow. Who? What can I say? Oh wow. You all go over and check out my sister Just Danny. All of me. Show us some support and some love. I do appreciate my sister, and I'm going to. Wow. I was trying to get it under control so that hopefully to see that if I really brought her up because I just wanted to let her know that I appreciated her. And I didn't intend on things going left like that. But it did. But it, I am quite speechless at this point. but I'm still waiting on some of the others to come in. Carl says, "Wow, it was right. What can you say? Gosh, you did great, Eagles. Look, I like I say, I love everybody. I love just Danny, and nothing's going to change between us. And I love Sparkles too, and I'm working on Sparkles, and we have trying to whew, I'm trying to bring peace, and I respected the fact that that just Danny said that she didn't want to have a conversation with him. Whew, how is everybody doing on tonight? How is everybody doing? Karma says, just Danny, all of me has never run with trees, period. Okay. Karma says, much love to Danny, yes. Whew. Isn't that how this evening was supposed to turn out? I do appreciate all of you that have come. I really do. I appreciate you, Lori J. Sparkle. I appreciate Karma, Just Danny for coming over to show some love. I really, really appreciate you all so much. So I'm gonna be here for a while. Does anyone the um, in the chat have any questions for me? If you do, you can put them in the chat and I will respond to your questions. Whew. My. Thank you, Karma, for coming out and dropping the links in the chat. I really, really appreciate that. What was your come to Jesus moment? What made the goodness a part of your life? What was my come to Jesus moment? Well, some years back, I did not really have a relationship with God, and we were watching a lot of tele-evangelists on TV, and I began to become familiar with God during that part of my life. But what really sent me and my family to the church was there were things that started happening, such as um, we would see objects in the house move. The radio would uh, turn the stations and all. And that's really what made us go and get closer to God. So that was part of my come to Jesus moment. And he's been a part of my life ever since. And I'm just out here just trying to do the best that I can. Uh, and we're going to see what God is going to do when a butch get out of the closet. I'll be back. Sorry, Eagles. Thank you, Eagles. Sparkle. I know you're in your feelings right now. Uh, but can you not call her a butch? I know that's probably how you feel. And I just really want things to really just be squashed so that things can change around here on these streets. So you're welcome, Sparkles. What can I say? We one things that many of you know that I don't really like is is disrespect and things just we got to change. We got to work on ourselves and make a difference and begin to change ourselves. And this is one of the most moments that we've got to seize. There is so much going on outside of these YouTube streets, and we see a lot of this going on the outside. And so we need to be able to just push some things aside and try to work some things out. But I can tell and see that things are really, really, really rocky with the two of you. But again, I love you both, and we just got to we just got to do better. Karma says, could that spirit be from your fiance or the unborn child? I know that had to be one of the most challenging times in life. Yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah, never thought of it that way, but yeah. So that and the Spirit of God that resides in me just had such a great desire that we could get along with each other. And I know that there's a lot of history and a lot of things that I am unaware of uh, that's gone on and have happened between a lot of content creators. I get that. I get it, and I understand that. Uh, but time is becoming shorter and shorter, and all of us need to make a change. I am still working on myself. I'm still dealing. Um, got some storms going on in my life, but The best thing about it is God is working it all out. And I guess the only thing that I can do is just continue to pray. Um, Continue to pray for everyone. Because once we come to a place where all of this ends and we can come together as one unit, then we can really, really be a group of powerful people. And that's all I want to see happen. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine, Karma. Says sorry to bring that up. He goes, sorry, that channel too. He goes, but as your friend, I want to be mindful. And our time is growing shorter. And we are in this together. Work with God and pray. That's all. That's all I can do is work with each other. Work with God. And as I say, I can't change anybody. I can't save anybody. I can just lead you down the path and lead you down the road um, to Him and allow God to do the rest. So just have to keep praying, and everybody knows that I don't want anybody to be disrespected on on the channel, on my channel, and so and I know that uh, just Danny felt uh, felt disrespected, and oh goodness, my throat, and I do apologize for that. I do apologize that that happened. So I pray that we can just squash this and just kind of move forward. Uh, like I said, Karma says, open the door and let God do the rest. That's it. Like I say, there are many content creators on here that I can call out and confess that I love them. I just don't uh, agree with the behavior and the actions of things that's taking place. All of this saddens my heart. It saddens me and it breaks my heart that all of this is going on. Hold on, I got to sneeze. All right, sorry about that. But these allergies are still working on me. But yes, I don't want anyone to feel disrespected. I don't want anyone in the chat to feel disrespected. I don't want anybody that I allow on my panel to be disrespected. And so uh, I guess I'll just hold myself accountable for it. And if you're still watching Just Danny, I do apologize that I'm trying to find the words. I apologize for the disrespect that you felt on here. as my friend, my sister, and as a queen. So I'm still waiting because by the time it reach possibly the 2 hour mark, I will probably shut it down. So does anybody else have any more questions for me or what? Let me say this because and I want Danielle 100 of me, just Danny, to know that she was very correct when I was checking her content out, and she was able to discern the fact that I had been uh, hurt within the walls of the church. I have been, but I separate the people from God, and just because man hurt me does not mean, in my eyes, that God has hurt me. And so she was absolutely right. I've always stayed faithful to God despite the circumstances and the issues. And I appreciate Sparkle for saying that he's sorry, but I'm just wondering if when you come back and come back up, can you apologize? I'm not saying I can't make you apologize or any of that to just Danny, but I'm just wondering if you could just say apologize to her for calling her that infamous word that begins with B and end in itch. I, I wish for everybody, and again, I am totally proud of just Danny and how she has grown her channel. I think she's an amazing content creator. I believe, to me, she's an awesome content creator, and she's a blessed woman. I just wish that, and it's not, uh, I know because I'm switching the subjects again, that he's a wonderful person and she's always treated me with love and respect, and she's shown me that, and she has supported me in such a huge way, and I really really appreciate that and value that. Let's see. Karma says, I'm trying to think of one more question, but I usually ask you on the phone. Yeah, we are so blessed, and I value our friendship. Yes, I value everybody's friendship, and you have definitely been very, as well as just Danny, you have been very encouraging to me and keep me up on my toes. and keep me going down the right, keep me directed in that right path. And so has Sparkle. Sparkle has seen me in some moments, but she's always had an encouraging word for me. But you can think, we're going to be here for a little while. Yes, we are. We're going to be here for a little while because I don't want anybody saying that I didn't give them the opportunity to come and voice their opinions and ask me anything that they want to know. I have definitely, definitely been through some things. I've had some ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs in my life. And it's all because of God that I'm still in a right frame of mind. And one things that I've learned to do with time is to love my enemies. Not to say that anyone that's here in the chat or anyone that came up is my enemy, but I've learned to love enemies. Most people know um, that when I started and began here, again, because of my association with a content creator, I had some of the most horrific things said about me, and I was posted on a person's community wall. But after a while, you pray. I prayed and allowed God to open up my heart for forgiveness, because what this content creator was saying and had labeled me as was not something that I wasn't familiar with. It it was it was rough, and I think at the time this person did not care whether my reputation and my character was attacked or labeled as such. But I forgave, I forgave and moved on. And I love this content creator. Just don't agree with the things that's being done. But I wish somebody could help me out and just figure out a solution so that we can so this things like this can be ended, and so that it can be a peaceful place to come, a place where we escape our outside problems and come and find joy and love. That's the thing. If you don't get down, thank you. That's our cat getting into stuff that he ain't got no business getting into. But I want you all to pray for Roxy Verse. Pray for Roxy Verse because Roxy Verse is having a rough time. Can you, Karma, can you go by and get Roxy Verse link and drop it into the chat? If you will you all go over and show her some love? And if you will, if you're led, will you go by and just tap her cash app and be a blessing to her? If you will, I promise you, if you bless her, God's gonna bless you back. God's gonna already bless you anyway. But if you would just go by and just be a blessing to her, I'll appreciate it. And I'm sure she will appreciate it too. And thank you all later. So it's four of you still in the building. I appreciate the four of you that's here, you that's in the bushes that's listening. I appreciate you. You that's going to catch the replay of this. Thank you. If you will, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, Eagle Soaring High Channel 1 and Eagle Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. If you will, I would appreciate it. I try, good God, I try to make this a safe place. I try to make this a safe environment for everyone to come in and feel comfortable. And again, I try to stay out of the mess. I try to stay neutral. Pretty good at being neutral at it. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Try to be neutral and support everybody because everybody, a lot of folks have supported me, and I appreciate that. So those of you that's here now, if you will, just stop by and support my sister Roxy Verse. You that's going to catch the replay, if you would stop by and uh, go over and support Roxy Verse, it would mean the world to her. Again, my sister is having a lot of storms right now in her life. And she needs just needs to know that she is cared and loved for. It can be lonely at times when you're going through something and no one's there to really show you support and show you love. So I'm asking if you all will just go by and support her. And if you feel led to, and if you can just hit her cash app, she will appreciate it. Like I say, she's going through some things and she's struggling right now. And just to see a friendly face and to have the support, she will appreciate it. So let me ask you all that's here in the chat, And you that's in the bushes, if you will, just drop out into the chat for a little while, just for a split second, and then you can go back. I appreciate you all that come, and I understand why a lot of you sit in the bushes. I understand. And sometimes I've got to go to places and sit in the bushes. I go in and greet everybody, drop out, and begin to pray for folks. So here's my question to all of you. I wish I had somebody up here that I could that we could conversate, have a conversation with. Okay, so here's my question. What do you think that can be done to bring peace about this YouTube street? Just bring some peace to squash a lot of stuff. I know one of the things that I know is that uh, we have to stop talking about each other in a bad and a negative way. That's one of the things that we've got to do. We've got to stop speaking ill of one another. Like I say, I don't know a whole lot of the backstories with folks, and I'm not trying to tell anyone how to feel when things happen, but I just want, I think that if we take a moment to step back and breathe and inhale and exhale and clear our minds and then respond, I think that it will be a lot better. One of the things that I've learned to do is to address not the person, but address the issue. They always say that there is three sides to a story: the person's, both of the parties' side, and then there's the truth. So, what do you think that we can do as subscribers and content creators to make things better? Can a lot of us subscribers not carry bones back to people and keep that fire blazing? How can we bring respect back to each other? Because we need to respect one another. We have to. We have to. I tell people that we cannot call a person something that we wouldn't want our relatives to be called, our female relatives, our cousins, our nieces, our mothers, our aunts, our grandmothers, that we can't call somebody a name that we wouldn't want our relatives to be called. And we got to get to the point to where we leave out folks' children and leave out their mental health and their mental stability, and we got to stop with the insults of looks, because we all are some beautiful and handsome people. But I guess it's because of a lot of the hurt and the pain. I believe that there's a lot of confusion out here and a lot of miscommunication going on, And one thing that, for example, for example, as I was growing in faith and growing and maturing in God, at the time I did not know all the scams that was going on in life. I didn't know that people would call your homes and have made up such stories trying to cause you to live in fear and give up your money. And so one day I had someone my home, call my home and my phone, and they declared that something had been done and had been done in my name and in my social with my social number and all this and that if I didn't pay the fee that the cops would be coming to arrest me. And because I was still trying to establish a foundation, um, it shook me and I was afraid because I ain't trying to go to jail. Not knowing um, that they were calling trying to scam me. But see, they was calling and scamming the wrong person because number one, I didn't have no money to give to pay whatever. And so it taught me a lesson in life, and that lesson um, was was to fear nothing, fear no man, fear no woman that can take this body, but to fear that which can take both the body and the soul. And so now I have reached a place in life and in my relationship with God that I just don't fear nothing. Nothing can really upset me or shake me that much. That when things happen, I have peace now. The only time that I didn't have peace, and I see your uh, comment, Karma, and I'm going to read it in just a few moments. Um, so I really don't fear. All hell can be breaking loose, and I'm sitting there calm and relaxed and praising God. Wow, everybody else around me is freaking out, and so we've got to um, find a foundation. We've got to we got to stop choosing directions and choose right. You know, we all are adults here on this apps, and we can't let people drive a wedge between the virtual friendships that we have started. And again, as my mom taught me, that if that's not what I have seen, then just don't toss people aside. Look, karma says yes. If what you're saying isn't uplifting, don't say it. That's a lesson most content creators here need to learn. Keep your heads up, peeps. Absolutely. Absolutely. We must still be able to have content and do content. Um, that's entertaining, but we have to choose that entertainment. because all entertainment is not good entertainment. So I agree with you. We got to start uplifting and sharing. This cat, I tell you, you done knocked the garbage over. Ain't nothing in there for you. Uplifting content. I would say that we can voice our thoughts and our opinions, but I think that we should choose our words, choose different words. And again, if we just don't rock with each other, if we don't agree with each other, um, can we at least try to respect one another and not mention one another's names in in our contents? Can we just not go at each other and tear each other apart? That's the thing. That's the thing. We can still do our same content, but just change our language towards each other. That where did the how did we get to the point, guys and ladies, my sisters, my brothers? How did we get to the point to where all we do now is disrespect one another? We disrespect women. We disrespect men. We disrespect the transgender, the gay um, communities. Where did we? How did we get to that place? How did we come to that place where it's like we just disrespect one another? Good evening, Stephanie Collins. Good evenings, Eagles and Chat. How are you, sis? So glad to see you tonight. I hope all is well with you. But yes, can we just kind of agree to come to a place where we can get back to respecting one another? Because it's hurtful to see black men and black women disrespecting each other. Can we remove that word bitch out of our vocabulary? There are no four-legged fur babies, as a lot of you call them, walking around here. We all have two legs. We have we have two ears, two eyes, a nose, two arms, two hands, two legs, 2 feet. That's what we have. Stephanie Collins says, "Good GTAY." When did, when can we just at least start by working on respecting one another and not uh, calling one another that infamous B word that ends with itch or whore or none of that? Can we just look at each other and see the beauty that we have, and find a level of respect. That's it right there. Respect. Find respect. There are some beautiful black queens out here. There's many handsome kings out here. Why do we need to degrade ourselves to a point of just being disrespectful? One of the things I often try to do, and I'm still a work in progress, is that I would never call a woman something that I wouldn't want nobody to call my mom or my aunts, my grandmothers, my nieces. Uh, I I just wouldn't want anyone to call them any type of uh, vulgar name. We got to get back to respect, because if not, then I even apply what um, Dr. King and Rosa Parks did for us to to try to make this world a better place for all of us, and to watch that dream go down the drain is such a sad thing. It's a heavy thing, and many people don't know um, that I'm the type of person that carries a lot of stuff on me. A lot of this stuff that I see on this app, the disrespect, the docs, and the the bringing children into it, talking about people's mental state and all of this. I carry that upon my heart, and it breaks my heart that people that we're out here doing this to one another, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop. We got to stop bullying one another, because that's what's going on. We've got to stop playing this tit for a tat type of game. We, we I've just learned how to live to the best of my ability that I can live. Uh, I've heard things said um, about me and things like that, but I just kind of just let it go. I let it go because I realize and recognize that the fight is not against my brothers and sisters whom I see on a daily basis, whom I see on this app. That's not where the fight is. That's not where the beef is. The only beef that I have with somebody does not have flesh. My beef is with the enemy, with the devil, with the many demons that's out here causing chaos. That's where my beef lies. But when it comes to content creators and you sisters and you brothers on here, I have none with you. And again, I love every last one of you. I love you. I don't have to agree with what you do. I can agree to disagree. I can minister to you, can pull you over and have a conversation with you. And that's what it's about. It's about having conversations with one another. And with some instances, things have been totally so bad and so rocky where there can't be any communication amongst one another. It's frustrating. It's frustrating and it's stressful. And let me say this for every woman out there, for every woman, black, white, red, yellow, purple, green, uh, lesbian, gay, straight, still, whatever. It don't matter to me. Let me say to you, ouch, kitty, you about to get it. Let me say to you, to all of you, you sisters out here, to every last one of you that have been hurt, have been disrespected, um, have been called something other than your name, that have been called that infamous B word that ends with itch, um, that's been called a whore, that's been called a slut, that's been called any of these names, and you have been affected by it. You have been hurt by it. Let me say to you, as a man, as a man of God, that I am sorry. I am sorry that these things have occurred. Um, that these things have occurred. These things have impacted you. For every negative thing that's ever been said about you, sisters, I'm sorry. Did I say those things? No, I didn't say them. But because a lot of people just not gonna say they're sorry and mean it, I want you to know that this man here can stand 10 toes down and say that he's sorry for every situation that has happened to you. I'm sorry for every man out there that's been in a situation and have been called that infamous B word that ends with an itch, that's been called gay and been made. I'm sorry. I am sorry. One brother to another brother. I'm sorry for every transgender out there. I am sorry that you have experienced. I see you, Sparkle. Hold on. I have seen the hurt and the pain as I have roamed these streets. I've seen the negative things that have been said that has affected you as a transgender and you as a straight man, you as a straight woman, you as a lesbian, you as a black woman, you as a white woman. I've seen the effects of it, and I want you all to know that I am sorry that this has occurred. No one deserves to be disrespected in no form. All of you that's been attacked by your looks and fat shamed and had your medical records put out there and your mental states put out there and your home address and your phone numbers and and have had all your information put out there and the cops coming to your house, folks calling your phone number, folks sending stuff to your home that's just pure evil and demonic. I am sorry that any of that has happened to any of you. I am. I am sorry that any of that has taken place. I do apologize to any of you. I see Sparkle is back. Let me bring her up.
Hey, how you doing, Eagles? I definitely apologize for getting out of character with that person. That child, that little girl that lives in her that's been violated and hurt. Like you said, I apologize to these people too because I understand that
Thank
they
you.
can't even they can't even stand and have a grown woman or supposed grown man conversation. Have and like I said, and have no reason as to why they do the things they do. Now, let me address Heidi Black because, um,
Wait, Sparkle. Wait 1 minute.
mhm,
Thank you for calling her by her name. Thank you, Heidi
mhm.
Black. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
exactly. Because I was just looking at well, not the replay. I had to go back and I told myself I wasn't gonna listen to her lie, that person's lies and slander. But you see, you can tell when somebody's telling the truth by the way that the other person acts. Because I wasn't even finished my sentence, and it was off the handle. And I said I thought about it like, oh shoot, I'm on Eagles channel. I wouldn't want him to do it in my house because he was already disrespected in my house, and I definitely apologize for that. But it
That's not.
wasn't.
That's not an old. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not an old. But
yeah.
go
But
ahead.
it's just sad. And like I said, you see the things that are done. People throw rocks and hide their hands because. She was brought over here, like I said, by Licorice and Tenneke and the rest of those people. But they can't even come up and tell you what the issue is with me besides, excuse me, bringing up Dear Yvette. Dear Yvette is a grown, established woman in her own right, whether you choose to believe it or not that she was a cop, because it's been saying, in law enforcement, it's been said that, oh, she's a security guard, she's whatever she is, she's making money, she's made it on her own, and she ain't got the answer to nobody. She ain't got the answer to nobody but God, the same God that Danielle and the rest of us have to answer to. That's the only thing. But for a person to lie, just sit there and blatantly lie on Heidi Black. I never call Heidi Black Heidi White. White. I had no reason to. No reason
Hmm.
to. Heidi went over there with them, and I even offered Heidi to come over there and try to address the situation with the AT2 thing, which that's not my business and it's not my place. So I dropped it.
Right.
Because that's not my business and not my thing. I don't care. Like I said, it was just a bad jacket to put on somebody. And I wasn't even talking to AT2 at this time, but I see AT2 has grown a lot. He's moved on from it. He doesn't address it, and that's just that. But people show their immaturity or lack of womanhood or manhood by coming up getting irate on people's platforms instead of having a comment like, don't mention your name. Who are you to mention? You came up here. I'm always over here. And I'm gonna stay over here as long as Eagles and the crew allow me to. I'm always over here. Like, I don't I don't I don't know how to not react in a certain way when I go into people's houses and I'm addressed
Right.
incorrectly. Okay, first of all, you could set up on your whole life that a whole sparkle My Little Pony thing was cute. Give it to your granddaughter or whoever. Don't give it to me. Okay, even though it was cute, thank you for the cuteness because I know I'm cute and I know I upset your world. I know I upset you because obviously you took time to do that. I just took a Chucky doll and what you look like with that red hair on your head, and I
Uh-uh.
did and did what I did, and I did what I did. But we go back and forth. But like I said, this all started because you, Taniki, and the rest of them can't handle Dear Yvette. We got slick mouths and we can clap back real quick and be done with it. But y'all couldn't handle that. And then you talking I'm lying about bossy and everybody's having their opinion. If you're boring, you're boring. And people say I'm boring. I got a guy right now I'm on the phone with saying I'm boring. I don't care because I'm bringing awareness. I say things that people want to say. I say things maybe I shouldn't say sometimes, but I'm going to say it. Okay? Because I'm the outspoken, chosen, rainbow spotlight that everybody wants to be. And I'm sad that my existence and my superiorness upset your womanhood or whatever, but that's you. You couldn't even come up and have a grown woman to woman conversation. Let me finish speaking. You speak, or either you come up speak, then I speak. That shows you where the truth lies. That's why Nippy, aka Whitney, said, "My mother always told me you don't dignify a lie with the truth. You say the truth and you move on." Because girl, I don't got y'all whole crew are y'all talk about us contenders. Oh, we fight and we do all that. But I made it with Sweet Pea. It was a misunderstanding. I made it with here on TV. It was a misunderstanding because I didn't know the severity of that gangster's Parasite Island and Hear Her TV's how far that went. Which I don't believe on Hear Her's part, just like I told. And when she disrespected Vicky, like I said, my diva, my mama, aka Vicky, uh, I should have been done with Batty right then. I should have been done right then. But then for dumb Avatar, Roberts and Danielle's twin sister, the one who can't be seen, the broken computer screen. For you to go strike a video where Goody was coming at all of us, wasn't even talking about you. The video ain't even yours. The strike. You playing somebody else's video. I could see if I was playing your tongue-tied Philly Chica sat on tongue behind. Girl, please. Y'all just have no merit. Y'all have nothing. Y'all are nothing. Y'all have nothing. I have nothing.
See, here's the thing. I think that happened with Just Danny. Uh, she she felt like you wasn't speaking the truth, and because of that, she reacted. And like we always talk about, we can't tell a person how to react in instances. And I don't I really don't think that she meant any disrespect here on my panel.
No, I get. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I
You
get
know
that,
what?
and I get
Go
that,
ahead.
and I understand that, but there's a way you do it. Like you could have let me finish speaking and said, "Listen, I don't agree with that." Or even if you had to, yell to get your lies across, you could have said, "I don't agree with that." But I don't have no reason. Like if you bring Delia Vet up here, she would tell you there was a lot of people that were saying, questioning why she had her. There were people probably questioning why I was up there. When I was with Tommy Williams, it was the same thing. People are gonna be negative. They're gonna find something that they don't like about you. They're gonna find something that they don't like about you. Hey, Associate Terry Jones. Hey, Stephanie Collins. Hey, everybody. They're gonna find something that they don't like about you because they are insecure with themselves. See, I'm bona fide. I'm loud and I'm proud, whether you like it or not. We're here. We've been here. I mean, come on. RuPaul wasn't the first one to knock down the doors, and he ain't gonna be the. Excuse me, she ain't gonna be the last one. You know, it's crazy. But if you don't like me, why are you watching everything I do? Why are you everywhere I am? Why are you spying to go back and tell the punks that can't come up and say why they have an issue with me? Because they don't. They associate with Dear Yvette and everybody else just like they're associating you. That's why the person that said that can't even come up and say, I was the one who said it, and I want to know A, B, and C, this person, that person, this person, that person, because they also mention, like I just said on my channel, they're also talking about Hear Her, Marcella, Teddy, and anybody else that you associate with. Okay, they're trying to be nice and nasty, shady. That's what it is. And it's also these agitators that be in the chat, running from chat to chat. Let me go for this chat. Oh, let me go to my ops chat. Oh, let me go here. Oh, let me go there. Like one thing, like I said, I respect about my King Red label is that once he tunes out, he tunes out. Like you have to literally tell him what's going on in the street. And I forgot who else does that. But that's a good thing to do. Because I think some of these people, I don't know, they need medical help. I mean, for real.
let me ask you this, and you can
Mm.
decline to do it because you're grown, and I can't make you do anything that you don't want. But can you uh, offer an apology to just Danielle for calling her a bitch?
Yes,
I,
I can. Danielle, I do apologize for calling you a bitch. Like you were in the heat of the moment, I was in the heat of the moment, and I did not think about what I said. Now, I would like for you to apologize for calling me my little pony, my pet, and all of this, that, and the third. I'm nobody's pet. Okay, I don't get petted around and walked on my head. Okay, I say what I say. People don't like what I say. People don't like my views, my opinions, and sometimes my truth. And like just like you didn't like it, you should apologize to Eagles. And that's just like I did, and I'm doing it publicly now because I understand your reaction and maybe you need some time to cool off. But see, I can apologize and be a grown woman and apologize to you because you're not a bitch. You're a misguided woman or a little girl that's been hurt. And like a lot of people, even me, you haven't got over that. Because Tommy Williams told me, he's like, you carry a lot of hurt, even when because the reason why I left Tommy Williams is because I'm not going to sit there and uphold the Williams family when the own inner circle in the family is telling me
Mhm.
their family is not what they all cracked up to be. I'm not going to do that. See, people don't know Wendy Williams. I know Wendy Williams. I was supposed to host Wendy Williams' birthday parties twice, chosen by Kevin, who I was with before Wendy Williams, okay? So let's be clear, 100% Crystal LaBeija 8 ball tall. See, people don't know the pain and they don't know Sparkle, but see, they think because they see me with Yvette, they see me with you, they see me with this person. Oh, it's a free for all now. We can just tag this person. We can go. They see me with her. They see me with Teddy. Oh, everybody over there. Obviously, let me say this for everybody, because everybody participates in 2020, 2019, 2021, 2022. Because if you're watching it, if you're commenting on it, if you got people watching it, going back telling, oh, this one, that, this, how the hell do you know the goddamn chapters and the whole goddamn ending if don't nobody know what's going on?
Right.
How y'all know that? So let's be clear. Y'all watch, y'all look, y'all peek, because I peek on all that stuff and I'm woman enough to say it. I peek at their community tabs. I see the shade. I see the this, that, and the third. But until you can be a woman and stand on your fallopian tubes or stand on your twisted
Well,
up and twisted up genitals, then you can come at me, okay? Because I say what people want to say and I say what they don't say. Because ain't no reason nobody really should be trying to put me on the spotlight, but I'm used to this. Okay, I've been done about this about celebrities for all time, but I'm still cool with some of them. That's why I've been told y'all a lot of stuff that I could tell y'all. Just like I know Jaguar, when Beyonce finishes with you, we're talking about our husband. Girl, please. I'm just let the train rock. That's what I'm
let,
going to do. Hmm.
let me ask you this then. Um, why is it that folks believe that me associating with you is putting a target on my back?
Well, until now, since you said that, you had a target. Everybody has a target. Let's be clear. Once you're of color, indigenous, melanated, black, Negro, African American, whatever you want to call yourself, because I didn't come from the shores of Africa. I came from America, built native Cherokee Indian in the land. Okay, let's be clear. Because a lot of Africans, and no shade to any Africans, a lot of them don't accept Americans. Okay?
Yes.
Let's be clear. A lot of them don't. A lot of the other cultures don't. They the superior, and you have a few. And shout out to Hear Her TV because she's a cancer that really gets along with everybody. And just like you, I don't know how y'all like the male female counterparts. Because some people, my spirit, like Transylvania Trees said, my spirit just don't sit right with. Now that's one thing that bipolar maniac and liar did say that I agree with. But
Mhm.
obviously, your spirit don't sit right with people because your spirit is very black and wrong. You know, that's what I'll say. But I just think that, like you said, we all have targets on our back. Let's be clear. And not for nothing. Everybody got targets. Caucasian, Haitian, Jamaican, Black, African, White, Barbadian, Antique, whatever the hell you are. Everybody got targets on their back. When the Atlanta child murders happened, the children had targets on their back because of a white woman. Okay, let's get into it. And I'll be talking about this deep into it because my family was involved in it. And there's a lot of shadiness with the celebrities that goes on. Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Stevie Wonder, and all the rest of them. Okay? Because see, none of y'all can stand up and say that. Half of y'all can't even talk about Puffy. Girl, man, listen, let me stop. Um, like I said, it's talking on everybody's back. But when you have somebody with a bright, colorful, bold personality like me, they don't want it, and like I said, when they're drawn to lies and sitting behind masks and doing this, that, and the third, and can't come up and avatars and all of this, this is what they do. This shows you the truth tellers from the liars. Okay, this shows you the truth tellers from the liars. Just like the incident that just happened when I was speaking the truth, whether Danielle wants to believe it or receive it or not. Okay, because this ain't the first time that your co-conspirators have been accused of talking about the other person, the other people that y'all cheerlead for, and this, that, and the third. This ain't the second time that it's been done. So y'all need to get y'all uncheckables together, because y'all always getting checked. Checkmate. Now what's T? Because I play checkers, I don't play chess. I don't wait for the next move. I am the next move. The queen and the king. How you doing? And I rock everything. Now leave Eagles leave Eagles the hell alone. And that's anointed on the throne. If Eagles want to associate with whoever he wants to associate with, he got a prerogative. We don't tell y'all who to go and throw rocks and hide your hands with and be the contenders obsessed fans with, but y'all do it. Everybody grown. People be in chats from one chat to the next. Half of them got 5 phones. They be from 2 chats to the next. I don't know how the hell y'all do it. Y'all need to be getting paid for the shit. If you want to be technical, more than these peanuts and Barnum and Bailey circus that y'all got going on. Shit. Child. Anyway, let me go get into this Atlanta child murders nonsense because some warrants still need to be served. But thank you, Eagles. And like I said, I'm woman enough to apologize to you, Danielle, because you're not at that word. You're just a misguided woman. Okay. And I hope you can crown and stand on that because the crowns, as the goat Perry said, has been snatched down like the duster. Okay. Now King Strain is over there with the broom, sweeping in his all his lonely gloom. Lady,
Oh, oh, did she drop down? She dropped down quickly. Okay. All right. I didn't reach the 2 hour mark, and I've been still waiting for um, folks to come, and they have not come. But I want to thank all of you. Let me read um, the comments I didn't read, and we're going to start here. And Stephanie Collins says, "You are right, Eagles. I appreciate you coming, Stephanie Collins. It's always a joy to see you here. Thank you. You've been a great support to me and have shown me much love. So I thank you for that, sis." Uh, Karma says, "Eagles has always been there for me, regardless of the day or time. He has been there." Thank you, sis, Karma. I appreciate you. Associate Minister says, "Hello, Eagles on high. Good evening." He says, "Please subscribe to and thumbs up Eagle Soaring High original YouTube channel, Eagle Soaring High Channel 1." And that's my link. Thank you, Associate Minister. Uh, he says, "Please subscribe to and thumbs up Eagle Soaring High second channel, YouTube channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2 Fireside Chats with Eagles." And that's my link. He says, reminder, viewers and subscribers of this YouTube channel, please set an alarm on your phone for each of these wonderful, informative, and entertaining YouTube live streams broadcasts. I'm starting to believe that my content has become entertaining, and it's not always good entertainment all the time, but it's there. Thank you. Uh, Associate Minister says YouTube premiere broadcast. He says, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel to get a positive rating from the YouTube algorithm. It also helps this channel videos to be exposed to more non-subscribers. Yes, thank you. Associate Minister says, Eagle soaring high, you are a great spirit. You genuinely treat people with love and respect. You don't see a person's uniform, you see the person in the uniform. That's what makes you a genuine person and not a fake ass wannabe. Thank you, Associate Minister. I appreciate all of you. I really do. That came out. I appreciate you all. Um, I appreciate Sparkles, Miss Lady Red Sparkles 317. If you will go over and subscribe only if you want to. Thank you, Lori HG, for coming to show me love and support. I appreciate you, sis. You are always welcome here in this chat. Thank you, Just Danny, all of me. I appreciate you, sis. You all go over and support Just Danny, all of me. Go like, subscribe, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my sister, Just Danny, all of me. I appreciate you, sister. And I pray that at this moment that you would accept Sparkle's apology. If not, I understand. But I thank you and I appreciate you for coming over to show me some love and some support, sis. That Just Danny, all of me 100. I appreciate you, sis. Karma, I appreciate you. You were here, helping me out and dropping the links in the chat. I appreciate you for that. And then we have Associate Minister. Oh, Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon, Mr. Terry Jones. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for the support. I want to thank Stephanie Collins for coming in on tonight, dropping by, show me some love and support. I appreciate it. I'm going to wait a few more minutes before I shut this down. It's 5 people in here. Thank you. I want to thank all 5 of you for coming and hanging out with me. Does anyone have any more questions for me? I will gladly answer them for you. I'm going to wait. We're going to take a 30-second break, and then we'll be right back. I'll see you in a moment. All right, all right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Uh, this is the Eagle Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. Uh, I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagle Soaring High. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you want to. Stop by Roxy Verse channel and check her content out. Subscribe to her if you will. And if you are led, would you hit her cash app and bless her only if you feel led to. Again, go by Just Danny, all of me, and subscribe to her channel as well. Uh, I really, really appreciate you all and thank you for the support that you have given me, all the kind words that you all have said in the chat. For me, they are very encouraging words to me. As I stated earlier, I have no beef with no one on these streets. I love all of you. And I know that some of my virtual friends or associates, whatever you want to call them, I know that I'm connected to folks, a lot of folks that have some storms that they're going through. And I want to thank all of you that's connected to me that has never, and I'm making this a public announcement. No one has ever hear me clearly. No one has ever made me feel like I had to choose between one or the other. No one has ever said to me, if you're going to hang out with this content creator, you can just cut me off and don't come back to my chat. No one has never said that to me. Just Danny has never said that to me. Sparkle has never said that to me. Evangelist Valerie has never said that to me. Roxy Verse has never said that to me. Hear Her TV has never said that to me. Um, Unwind with Teddy has never said that to me. Dear Yvette says has never said that to me. None of these content creators have never said that to me. Nicole Reloaded has never said that to me. They have never made me choose between the other. And I want you to know that I appreciate that. Um, I love you for that. You all, I know that you all may not understand why I connect with certain folks, but you've always still been respectful towards me. You've been kind to me. You supported me. You have shown me love, and you have shared my content. And so I'm very appreciative of that. So let me say it one more time for the people in the back that's going to catch the replay, that I don't want anybody saying that any of these content creators or no one on the app has said that I had to choose. None of them have. They may not get along with each other, but they respect my decision to hang out with whomever I choose to hang out with on this app. And I appreciate that. That none of them has put me in that place or that position. My subscribers have never done that. My moderators have never said. Uh, they have never said that, and I appreciate that. That we are all uh, free thinkers, and that you all seem to respect my decisions of who I choose to hang out with, and I appreciate that. And I want you all to know that I appreciate that. So it's five of you here. I appreciate the five of you that have come out and hung out with me. I'm thankful for the conversation that I've had on here, even though that it went a little left, but it was still under control, and I appreciate that. Again, I want to apologize to every woman, every man, every gay woman, every lesbian, transgender out there. I want to apologize to you all for anything that you all have had to face while on this app. Any form of disrespect and all of that. Uh, I do apologize for that, even though, even though that I've never ever disrespected anybody on here or any of that. Uh, I just want you to know that I apologize for any of that you all have encountered, for any of the hurt that you all may have uh, encountered here on this app from content creators or from each other, folks that have had their mental state put out on the streets and all of this other stuff. I, as a man, stand and apologize to all of you because you are all wonderful people and deserve to be respected in every form. Okay. Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones says, we all like KFC chicken 100% original. It takes many different colors to make a rainbow. Who says that one color is greater than the other? If we all thought the same, there would be no innovation or discoveries, which is so true. Which is so true. So I appreciate you all and the ones that I thought would come and approach me and have a conversation with me uh, and ask me questions. They didn't come and they didn't show up. So no one can say that I did not play fair, that I didn't give a chance for anyone to to come ask me questions and voice their opinions to me. For those of you that did, I appreciate you all and I thank you for the respect. But now that I've done this live and no one showed up to ask me any questions about who I hang out with and all of this, I will not be addressing any any questions. So I'm asking respectfully that if you come to my premieres, when I premiere my videos, I'm asking that you don't come in posing questions about the situation that happened on the content's creators broadcast, and that you do not ask any questions about who I hang out with, because I've given you the opportunity to come and do that and for us to have a conversation. But since no one that had questions showed up, I will not be addressing this matter, this situation, or the circumstance after today. I'm done with it. I am done with the whole situation now. It's over for me, and whatever takes place with whomever I'm connected to, as long as they don't use my image and my name any longer, we won't be having this discussion again. And in fact, if they do use my profile picture and my image again, we still will not be having this conversation again, because now on 7/15/2023 at 9:43, I am done with it. I'm done with it. You have missed your chance and your opportunity to come and voice your opinions and all. Now, I'm going to tell you that respectfully, if I have a premiere or I'm having a live with someone, and you come and start asking me those type of questions, I will not address them. I will ignore them. I will ignore them as if they did not pop up, because this was your opportunity to come and address anything that you wanted to address uh, with me about. So I'm done with the situation. I'm done with the situation that happened over on the other contents creators channel, and I'm done with any questions that anybody's got to ask me about the content creators that I hang out with. I'm done with it because you didn't show up tonight uh, with your questions. So I'm done, completely done with it. Again, I want to thank all of you that have come. I'm going to run through the chat and read your comments, and I'm out of here. Karma says, shoot, now I feel special for being a real live friend. I know that's right. I know that's right. Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones says, Eagle soaring high, remember you can have ugly blessings in your life. People not showing up is a blessing to you, absolutely. Your real friends will support in a time of need. The fake will leave as soon. You're not a benefit to them. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I thank you all. I thank all of you for showing up once again for me. I thank Sparkle for showing up and coming to chat with me for a little while. Lori HJ, I thank you. Just Danny, all of me, thank you for coming. My sister, I appreciate the support. Karma, my moderator. Um, let's see. And associate minister, Stephanie Collins. Thank you for showing up, Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones. I appreciate both you and Karma because you all come and you work hard for me to keep the chat going and keep it peaceful. I thank all of you for for your support. Again, go by Just Danny and show her some love and support. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to her channel. Also, stop by Roxy Verse and show her some support by liking and commenting and sharing her content. Also, if you will, not only if you will go by and support her and hit her cash app to help her get through this difficult time. If you will also, excuse me, go by and hit her playlist and watch. Uh, you can mute it, just let it play so that she can continue to get her watch hours. She'll appreciate that. Um, Shout out to Nicole Reloaded. Shout out to Nicole Reloaded, my sister. Bless you, sis. I'm praying for you. Roxyverse, I'm praying for you. Stop by Nicole Reloaded and subscribe to her if you will. Hear her TV, Unwind with Teddy. And she has a second channel run, Tell That Too. Go by and subscribe to her channels. DYS, Dear Yvette Says, shout out to you, my sister. Go by and support her as well. She has another channel called Judge and Jury with Judge Evie. Stop by and support her. Subscribe to her channel. Evangelist Valerie, Conversations and Inspirations. Speak with your girl Marcella. Please stop by and support Speak with your girl Marcella. She's a great content creator as well. Saki Speaks. Stop by and support her channel as well. At this point, I believe that Saki is still reading reading books on her channel. Yeah, and stop by and see if you will enjoy that. She has a lot more content on there as well. Universal Tea with Marie. Stop by and check her out as well. Unique Speaks and Always Tam Tam and Frugal Mama Wellness. Steve Gilmore YouTube channel. Stop by and support these content creators. They are doing some great and awesome things. Sparkle, stop by her channel if you will. Only if you will. I can't make you, but if you will, stop by and support Sparkle's channel as well, and as well as Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones. Stop by and support his channel as well. Go by and support them. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 1, and Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2. Fireside Chat with Eagles. If you will come back out Monday night, Monday night at 6:05. I will be with my sister Real Talk with Lady D, and we're going to be breaking down the origin of Jacob's life. Come and hang out with us there on this channel, Eagle Soaring High Channel 25 Side Chat with Eagles. We will be there at 6:05 p.m. on on Monday night, and on tomorrow on tomorrow night you can come back and view the full video of my sermon entitled Talitha Kumi, Damsel Arise. It's morning. Talitha Kumi, Damsel Arise. It's morning. So I thank you all for your support and the love that you all have shown me. Karma says that I'm going to call you tomorrow after. Okay. All right, sis. I'll be looking forward to that. Associate Minister says Eagle Soaring High. What time? Tomorrow at 2 o'clock p.m. You'll be able to view the full sermon. Talitha Kumi, Damsel Arise. It's morning. And it's the last video, the grand finale of my A Broken Woman Can Heal. It's the last video. Talitha Kumi, Damsel Arise. It's morning. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock p.m. On this channel, Eagle Soaring High Channel 2. And then Monday night, I'll be back with my sister Real Talk with Lady D at 6:05 p.m. to continue to dive into the origin of Jacob's life. And then on Thursday, if you will come back on my first channel, I am honoring and saluting. I'm trying to figure if I should tell. Yeah, I'll tell you now. I'll be honoring and saluting Unwind with Teddy this Thursday. So come back at 5 o'clock Thursday night at 5 o'clock as I honor and salute Unwind with Teddy. All right. Let me run through that timeline once again, and then we're out of here. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock, you'll get the final video of my A Broken Woman Can Heal series. Talitha Kumi, Damsel Arise. It's morning at 2 o'clock p.m. on this channel. Monday night, again, I'll be with my sister with Real Talk with Lady D, breaking down the scripture, the origin of Jacob's life. And then Thursday, I'll be back at 5 o'clock on my first channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 1, saluting and honoring Unwind with Teddy. Okay, I'm done. And I done made a 2 hour, almost a 3 hour live, and I'm done. So God bless you. God keep you. And may his love forever shine upon you. And remember to get ready to spread your wings. Get ready to spread your wings and fly high up in the sky. Fly over every lie, over every rumor, over every trick, over every trap, over every obstacle, over every storm. Fly now high up in the sky and begin to soar. Yes, soar right into your victory. Why? Because the Bible says that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Well, God bless you. God keep you, and may His love forever shine upon you. And until the next time, stay safe and blessed and in the Master arms. I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Everyone have a great evening. Bye for now.